Hello everyone, I'm back, Abdul, Dr. Sebi's son, and I'm here with G, and we're over here at this place called The Grove in Los Angeles. The Grove is like a little swing spot where people come out and you can shop, you go out and eat, you can do a bunch of things here, really enjoy it. And what I think about The Grove most of all is that you're not being around too many acidic people, you know what I mean? Because once again, I have to bring up acidic. You know, there's a lot of people, they still suffering from it. And if you ever around people who are acidic, you will know, because acidic people, they love to argue. They love to be negative about different things. Acidic people drive radically. Acidic people do a lot of things to let you know they're acidic. Anytime you're sitting up and talking to somebody and y'all have any type of disagreement or any type of argument about silly stuff, one of y'all are being acidic. Now, I'm not gonna say it was you or whoever it was, but if you can't sit up and demonstrate decent conversation without screaming and hollering or being negative about something, then you being acidic. Also, what I love about the Grove, they have these trees here and they drop these little shells right here, these little seed pods. Now these seed pods are very interesting because comes from the Crispus Columbus odoris, this tree right here. And this tree, it drops these little pods so it can pollinate and germ, bring these seeds and try to hopefully bring another tree through this concrete. But you can hear them dropping, they dropping all over the ground right here. But this pod, it also provides food for certain birds who can digest this seed. But anyway, I'm enjoying everything right now. I'm still healing people. The legacy of Dr. Sebi is continuing. And I have numerous and countless, well, I won't say countless because you can count them all, but numerous testimonies inside of my phone. It was one young lady came to me with diabetes and her ankles were swollen. I mean, them things look like they were swollen. Maybe I can pull it up for you real quick and you can see. You're not gonna know who she is, so you can laugh and crack jokes about her ankles if you want to, because she ain't gonna know, you're not gonna know who she is anyway. But anyway, this young lady came to me and she said, Abdul, I had to stop working because my feet are so swollen they can't fit inside of my shoes. And so let me show you, this is what her feet, see that right there? See? She couldn't even put on socks. You know what I mean? She had to cut socks open and split them and tie them and sew them both together just so she could have, she used to make one pair of socks out of two to fit around her feet, right? See that? She also, let me show you this. She also had this diabetic wound. This wound, she was going in wound care, she said, for 3 or 4 months, and it wasn't healing. It just stayed like that. Let me show you, after 5 days of taking my product, let me show you what happened. 5 days. This is what happened. The inflammation went away. The sore is healing, has healed to the point to where it doesn't hurt anymore. And she's no longer having any type of heart palpitations or complications from being diabetic. And that's within 5 days. So, you know, I'm still continuing my father's legacy. And I remember when my father, and a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was lying about certain testimonies that he would have, because he was like, Abdul, guess what? I was like, what? He said, man, I healed the man, I healed the blind man in 3 days. I said, okay, here we go again with these stories. Healed a blind man in 3 days. I say, saved. So the man was totally blind, seeing eye dog, cane, everything, and you healed him in 3 days. And he proved that he did. But I'm witnessing the same type of healing using his formula that, you know, he showed me how to put together before his passing. And like with the biomoss, he showed me the biomoss with the sea moss. And this is what he said. He said, Abdul, the bladderwhack and the sea moss, he said, that's beautiful. That's a good combination. Then everybody started using that. So he said, okay, we're going to give him that. He said, but if you use this sea moss and use these 3 other powerful herbs, you would have a formula that will kick any disease ass. He said from diabetes to HIV to herpes. And I've been using that formula and I've been having miraculous results. I mean, people have been sending me testimonies for a long, long time. In fact, I would like to share some of the testimonies with you. I would like to share some of them where people have, and I would be lying if I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that I'm amazed about the fact, but in the time length, you know, when she told me that 5 days, because when she asked me how long, I said it was going to be at least a week or 2 before the inflammation is totally gone. When she came back and showed me 5 days, I was, here's another young lady right here who just started taking my products. And this is what she said. She's suffering from obesity. And she was telling me that, you know, she wasn't feeling good. She you know, could barely walk. But after a few days of taking what she said, the colon cleanse, just overnight basically, she was much better. And she did say that she's trying to eat better, because that's where a lot of the weight come from. I know a lot of people say, I'm just big boned. It's no such thing as big boned. No such thing as big boned. You're not big boned, you're fat. But you're not only fat because from eating, but what happens is the waste doesn't disperse like it should, so it gets caught between the fatty cells and start to expand. So what you actually have is waste. You're full of waste in the body. And what you want to do to get rid of the waste, you want to use my biomoss. My biomoss will remove the excessive waste, what they call waste, from out of the cells, also excessive water retention, and it will also help with the respiratory system. So, you know, there's no such thing as big boned. With the herpes, a young lady came to me about 8 months ago and said, Abdul, and let me tell you a little story about women. Women are totally different from men. Men, when they come with different pathologies, this is how men come at me. Yeah, Abdul, is this Dr. Sebi's son? So yeah, this is Dr. Sebi's son. Yeah, I heard that you could get rid of herpes. It's like, yeah, I have helped people with herpes. Well, check this out. The other night, man, I was at this party and, you know, I hooked up with this little fox. And, you know, this young lady, she, you know, yeah, but anyway, so before they can even try to finish, and I'm telling you, every single male had came, if they have herpes or whatever the case may be, they always blame it on women. This woman, I said, okay, which one is it? You have herpes or HIV? It's herpes. I said, all right, well, we're not gonna be concerned about where you got, you know, who gave it to you, which woman. But when women come to me, such as a young lady, they just come and they just be straight up. They don't beat around the bush. There's none of that blaming on nobody. When women come to me, they say, hello, may I speak to Abdul? I said, this is Abdul. All right, Abdul, I heard that you can get rid of herpes. Yeah, I can get rid of herpes. They don't go into trying to explain the man that she was messing with was cheating. She hooked up with somebody and they lied and said that they didn't have none of that. They just want to come and be healed. And that's what I love about dealing with women. And that's why I see why my father loved dealing with women. Women come from a different perspective than men. And we supposed to be the macho, you know, we macho and we supposed to be strong and we building, you know, in the gyms, lifting weights and trying to get strong. But women are stronger. I have seen women and men walk. I have seen couples walk, a family. I have seen a man pick up the child. He would take 2 steps and put the child down and say, you heavy. women would grab that child and put it on their side hip, and women could walk for 5 miles with that child on the side of their hip. I mean, walking, you know what I mean? And they could walk and talk with it. And I have seen this numerous times. Men, carry your son. Men, and I'm telling you, men, carry your son. See how long you can carry your son, and I guarantee you cannot carry that baby longer than a woman. See, women, their strength lies in other things. They different from men in that aspect. Well, we may be strong as far as, lifting weights and stuff like that, but as far as mentally, women, they got us on that, man. They do. Women are it. But anyway, this young lady came to me, and she said, Abdul, I have herpes. Can you get rid of it? I said, well, I have a formula that, I'll send you out these products, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna show you what she sent to me around 4 months ago. This segment of acidic is we're gonna talk about the people I've helped, to let you know I am continuing the legacy. I'm looking down at my phone right now because I'm trying to pull up these testimonies. There's a lot in here, so I'm coming close to them. Just relax. Don't be acidic. Don't act acidic with me. I'm coming to it. Here it is. I'm gonna show you. Okay. Gee, where is this? Okay. Here's one segment. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in here, so I'm coming to it. Here it is right here. Here it is. Here she is right here. This is what she texted me around about 4 months ago. See? And then a gentleman came to me and was telling me that he couldn't see. He was like, Abdul, I walk around the mall and stuff, and I think I'm grabbing my wife's butt cheeks, and it'd be somebody else's, because I can't see who it is who I'm grabbing. My eyes are bad. So he took my products for here, you'll read it in the text. That's what he said. After 11 years. That's it. And it goes on. Here's another young lady who mom had cancer. She had cancer, and this is what she sent. Now, this is the tonic that I make. It's called the Bioelectrotonic. This tonic has at least 14 different herbs, in it that are powerful herbs. Each one of the herbs that I use, they are formulated, they are designed to go in and fight any type of obstruction in the body, any type of cancerous cells, any type of inflammation, strengthening the heart, strengthening the bones. It's designed to do that. So she actually just took one bottle of my Bioelectrotonic. And now let me go through this one. Here's another gentleman who came to me, and it had also helped his eyesight. See? These are all real testimonies. And these are people who I have not asked to send these testimonies to me. Because if I have to ask for someone to send how my products made them feel, that's fraud. You know what I mean? And from my perspective, it would be fraud, because I'm asking someone to give a testimony that might be untrue. So I want everybody to know that what I'm doing is for real. Here's another testimony. All right, I'm gonna give you a recent. When people ask me about dementia, I've been getting a lot of calls about dementia lately. I'm pulling up this one where you can read it, where this young lady flew to Los Angeles from Knoxville, Tennessee, to meet with me because her father was in a vegetative state. And she said he just sat in the chair, was nonverbal, wasn't saying too much of anything. And, you know, she really loves her father and wanted to help him. So I'm gonna show you what I did for that young lady with her father. Okay, what is it? Defense. Okay, here it is. See that? Yeah. So the products are designed to remove the plaque off of the brain. Once you have heavy plaque build up on the brain, then you lose oxygen to the brain, which causes the cells to erode and to die. So as the cell cause, as the brain, you know, depleted of oxygen, when the cells start to erode, that's when memory loss come in. That's when you have different type of dystherias or any type of mental problems start to set in because of the lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen will cause the brain to relapse. Not relapse, but to go into a state of unwellness where you're unable to think properly. You know, when people say, "Oh, he's babbling words," and you know, he just sitting up, they call him crazy. It's not that they're crazy, it's that they're not receiving the proper oxygen to the brain and allows, you know, the thinking pattern to go haywire. So the products that I have, it removes the plaque from the brain. So in doing so, it helps with what you just read, the young lady who said her father had dementia. So once his brain is nourished with oxygen again and the plaque is being removed, then he goes back to his normal self. He's able to think again. He's back to his normal rhythm. But the products that I have, it's you know, it's my father's life work, and it's hard to not to be out here to continue the legacy of the work that he was doing. You know, basically to help the people in our community, the black community, and not just the black community, but he did it for, you know, communities abroad, but it was genetically coded and designed for the African American race, because as he said, when they brought us here from Africa, they didn't bring our foods, they didn't bring our any type of nutrition for us, and we was depleted of everything by eating the garbage that they was feeding us. So through his extensive research, he was able to formulate these products that's genetically coded for us. And that's when he came out with the African Biomineral Balance. And the African Biomineral Balance is designed to give the body an intracellular cleansing, meaning a complete cleansing of the cells, the inner cells, that's connected to your DNA. So that's why these products are able to heal people of herpes and HIV and diabetes, because it drops the blood pressure by revitalizing the body with new cells and ridding the body of old cells. So that's how he's able to, and well, how I'm able to continue to heal people using my father's formula and his method. Now, for you to, you know, to try my products, you can reach me at 323-535-8972. 323-535-8972, and I will have further information for you. If you decide that you have a loved one who may be ill, yourself, or anybody, you know, your neighbor, you can see him limping out to his garbage can to put it out, and you can say, "Oh, hey, Mr. Brown, you know, somebody can help you with that limp." You know what I mean? You're able to just give out that information, and I'll be able to help them. All right, so once again, this is Abdul Bowman, Dr. Sebi's son, and I'm here to talk about acidic people, but I'm gonna take that on for the next little chapter. Right now, I just wanted to, you know, talk to you about continuing the legacy and how I'm able to still heal people using my father's formulas.